Now, if you've ever seen any of my career mode videos, you know that they're on the more serious side of things. But today, it's more me just goofing around because I hate Imola. Like, okay, I don't hate the actual circuit, I just hate driving on it on this year's F1 game. On F1 22 and 2021, Imola was quite enjoyable, but on this game, I just can't get to grips with it. So yeah, you know, standard procedure, I show the first quali run, and then if I do a better lap time in Q1, I'll show the better lap time. But yeah, so we're just going a bit off track. So obviously, here in Q1, you can see there my engine is giving me a warning, the MFD, that my ICE is about to explode, and I completely missed the braking zone. So that was the first sign of things to come. You know, I do it again. You know, pretty good chicane through there, and we're only 300s off of Perez, but he's way down in P16. Well, just like real life actually. And if you can see my steering wheel right now, the rear tires are at 106 degrees, which is not ideal. There ideally should be around 100 degrees for you Americans, except for, I don't know the conversion, as I make another understeer there, and I just right the curb end again. I'm really struggling with these tires. I'm feeling understeer and oversteer, just like the F14T. And you can see here, going through the final corner, another case of me just oversteering. I have to drive conservatively in qualifying. Do you know how weird that is? And we finished P2, but 4/10 off my teammate. Kind of like Sergio Perez. So at this point, I was just thinking to get a new ICE and a new gearbox and start from back of the grid, just like I did on last year in last season of career mode in Imola. So here you go. Here's the starting grid. So it's Hamilton on pole and Verstappen 2/10 off. And we don't care about the second row, we care about the back row. You see I'm way down in P20, and now time for the race start. You know, average race start protocol, it's lights out, and away we go. You actually get a pretty decent start on Ricciardo and Gasly, getting a massive jump before getting into turn 1. You can't really overtake in turn 1 at the start of Imola because it's just way too crowded, as you can see here. So I have to back off massively now behind Ocon and Alexander Albon, who I'm pretty sure scored points last time out in Miami. You're able to get Albon right after sector 1, and now you have to focus on Ocon ahead. And the tires are actually feeling really great. You know, I thought, you know, this is going to be an amazing comeback race, just like I had in the previous season. But around lap 4 is when that will show. Right now, I'm just hanging behind Carlos Sainz, waiting for the opportunity to come. He's actually starting on the hard tires, which, okay, is Imola a one-stop in real life? Oh, as I spin again on the exit of turn 3. But is Imola a one-stop in real life? I forgot. It's been like 2 years since the last Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. As we get Carlos Sainz into turn 1, now into lap 3 here. A lap later, I had to make a correction. Now in lap 4, not making a correction this time, but I'm right behind Kevin Magnussen looking for a move. But it's on the exit of this corner where I spin. Yeah, I have a spin every lap. This is, I think, the first time ever in general where I had a spin. I had to use a flashback in every lap. Now, not using a flashback here on the outside of Magnussen on the chicane. Now looking for a move on Logan Sargent. He's going, well, it's a pace of a Williams. What am I expecting? We make a massive dive round the outside of Logan. And it just starts going downhill from here as we are going to go into Acque Minerali. And we spin. I think, okay, no, that was just the tires going off again. And another time going through Acque Minerali again. And this time I rear lock, so that's my fault. And look at my wheel just going crazy from the force feedback. Third time lucky? No, we spin on the curb. Why? And now the fourth time lucky? No, we rear lock again. And this time colliding with Sargent. Fifth time lucky? Sure, yes, fifth time lucky. But we lose. We actually just maintained the gap to Bottas. We should be gaining on Bottas. As in lap 8, we spin on the exit of turn 3. And lap number 9, you can see now I'm losing a lot of ground. I've been overtaken by Sargent. The tires were already cooked and it's been 10 laps. Imagine 2013 Pirelli tires in 2023. That's kind of how I was feeling. And the exit of Acque Minerali again. Just brilliant. And again, do I spin here? No, just a correction. But there shouldn't be a correction. It should just be, you know, aggressive with the throttle and not having to spin like I do here in turn 3. It got so bad, the safety car was called. You can see there, the front tires are at 26 and the rears are at 30. So at this point, I was like, what if I instigate a crash with Sainz and make it look realistic? This time I just made myself look dumb, and again, second attempt. I tried to instigate again. This one just looked way too obvious that it was on purpose, and it was just a spin. Again, right here, he goes on my inside. I purposely tried to make a collision with him, and I just run straight into the wall. Man, how was Nelson Piquet able to crash on purpose and make it not look so deliberate? So I said, what if I do it at Piratella instead? Yeah, that was just the stupidest crash ever. So I decided just to scrap that, and now going through Piratella again, I ride the curb, spin, and crash into the wall. The sad part about this is, I have done that so many times it probably wasn't on purpose. It was just a skill issue. So this was the instigated / fake crash that I settled for. Enjoy!
Checkered flag then here in Imola in what has been another outstanding Grand Prix. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sports that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.
So, ending this video like the average career mode video. Oh my gosh, Joe Guan Yu and Yuki Tsunoda are in P4 and 5. What? Logan Sargent in the points. God bless America. Well, the next race is Monaco. It's the second time I'm gonna feature Monaco on the channel. The first time was in the F1 2019 video. So hopefully that will be a good race. Good as in I do not perform horrendously like I did in this race and the previous one in Miami. And just gonna have a look at the standings real quick. Yep, P4 expected. We lost a lot of ground in the standings actually. And look at that. Tsunoda and Joe have climbed a lot in the standings. They got rid of the changing of position sign. I don't know why. So that's it for today's video, and I'll see you for the next one.